Something very wrong with my computer. I'm sorry, PSP. Thank you for gifting the sub. None of my browser sources are working. This is still in this mode. I'm stuck in rave mode. I can't turn it off, which is great. Thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate it, my dude. Yeah, my computer just turned off, and then on reboot, it blue screened before Windows even restarted. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like, all my browser sources look like this at the moment. Thank you for the gifted sub, so I appreciate it. Yeah, all my browser sources are dead in the water. Like all the ones in OBS as well. What? What? That didn't even show up in I mean, that's just broken because OBS just restarted, so it's fucked. It's just... Oh, now it's working. I didn't change anything, but now it's just suddenly working. Yeah, PSP, my computer keeps blue screening, so nothing's working. We had to change all the audio because copyright, which is always really fun. I had to set off a rave to reset it.
Pizza time.
I don't know what to do at this point. There's nothing left to troubleshoot besides just ripping out my entire power supply, putting a new power supply in, waiting an entire day to see if that maybe fixes it or doesn't fix it, and if that doesn't, then warranting my motherboard, and then I'm offline for like a week or two while it goes in for RMA because I don't have another motherboard to put in there. Like, the only future troubleshooting steps I can do now is my power supply or my motherboard. And both of them involve sending it away for RMA for multiple weeks, where I can't use my computer. This just sucks. This just fucking sucks. Just want to do a dumb, fun meme stream and everything's just breaking. My computer just keeps restarting, Sarah. What do you mean, what's not working? It's restarted 3 times. It just turned off and then fucking blue screened after restarting. It's on its own power supply. I've taken every bit of hardware out of the machine that I could and it was still blue screening. There is nothing I can do. Besides completely reinstalling Windows and losing everything, taking out every hard drive that's in my computer, I've replaced all of them. Every bit of hardware in my computer has been replaced in the last 6 months.
I mean, maybe that's probably why.
But I was blue screening before, and it's still blue screening after replacing literally fucking everything.
What if, then maybe it's not the thing, it's just something you downloaded.
But I don't have anything on here because I did a fresh install of Windows less than 6 months ago. There's nothing on my computer. Everything points to a driver. Every driver on my computer I recognize. Like, every bit of hardware on my computer is...
Run the driver test again?
There is no such thing as a driver test.
The thing that you did last night.
Yeah, but obviously it didn't work because it's still breaking. There's something fucky. It's either my RAM or it's not my RAM. There's no way to tell. It doesn't seem like RAM because every single RAM test I do says no. Like, I ran a RAM test for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. And it says no fault. But everything points towards RAM. But I took my RAM sticks out and manually tested them, and it's not RAM because I did them individually and it's still blue screening. And the likelihood of all 4 of my sticks of RAM dying is so low, especially intermittently.
My computer together with yours. What if they're like...
No, I didn't. I put your RAM into the other computer. All the RAM in here is the same model. They're running at the same frequency. It's the same capacity.
And it's been fine.
It's been fine. This makes no sense.
What if it just...
It's either the motherboard or the power supply.
Yeah. Just change both out, maybe?
With what? I can't change out the motherboard. CPU's not compatible.
Then try the power supply first, and if it doesn't work, then
The power supply's a 2.5 hour thing. I can't do that right now.
it's better than turning it off and not looking at it.
This is what I mean, though. Is it just any sort of troubleshooting step now is the day's gone. Spent troubleshooting because it keeps turning off once an hour.
Yeah, but 2 hours isn't that bad. We just quickly change it. 2 hours.
And what if it's still happening after swapping the power supply? 2 hours was wasted.
It's not wasted, then you know that it's definitely not power supply.
Yeah, and then it might be literally anything else on the computer. Possibly the motherboard, maybe not the motherboard. We have no idea.
But you said it's not the GPU,
It's
not the CPU.
Unlikely to be other stuff. But if it's the motherboard, I have no way to swap that out without buying a new motherboard. We have no motherboards that I can swap out with it.
The one in the...
Nope. That won't run this CPU.
Get a new motherboard and send this one back for part.
I would have to pay for a new motherboard. It's a $500 motherboard.
Yeah, but it's better than just stream dying.
And what if it's not the motherboard and I've spent $500 for no reason?
Yeah, but then you know it's not the motherboard. It's elimination, isn't it? It's like it started happening when you were changing the motherboard over. Like,
I reinstalled I did a fresh install of the Windows files the other day. There's 3 steps left for me to try. Reinstalling, getting a new power supply and installing that. Installing a new motherboard. Or fresh installing Windows and losing all of my files. Which I already did in the last 3 months to try and fix the blue screening issue. Because it was happening in Sydney, but not to this level. I'd love to show off the cool alerts, but every single Chrome-based window on my computer keeps crashing. Amanda, thank you for the $10 donation, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is what I've been dealing with for the last month. And it's just been progressively getting worse each day, which is just the worst, because every time it blue screens or every time it just powers off, it's probably corrupting system files and making the, like, just compounding the issue and making it worse.
Would it be just like the cable?
I've reseated every cable in my computer recently.
No, yeah, but
I unplugged like everything last night and plugged it back in.
not the packet, like the cable side.
Which cables?
Cable.
I unplugged all the hard drives yesterday to test, and it's still blue screened. All my NVMe drives I've reseated. They're all sitting fine. I've had it so that there's only a single NVMe drive in there, and it still blue screens. We're using a different cable. Oh, you mean from the power supply to the motherboard components? The likelihood is low, but it could be that. No, and all of them are proprietary to each power supply. It's not a standard cable. It's a proprietary cable for each one. Every browser source in OBS is currently dead. Multiple of the browser sources in OBS are dying, which doesn't seem like a power supply issue because it's like a RAM issue, but it's not the RAM issue. There's just so many different things that make no sense together. It's every single blue screen that I get is RAM-based or driver-based. All of my Chrome tabs and anything Chrome-based are having memory overrun issues, which makes no fucking sense, and it's been getting progressively worse, which makes me think it's a RAM issue, but I ran individual sticks of RAM yesterday, all of them, and the blue screen still happened, whether it's there or not. I did a full mem test, and it's still happening there or not. The power cable that we just swapped. Yeah, I just grabbed a new one out of the box. If it's my motherboard and I warranty my motherboard, there's going to be no streams for 2 weeks minimum. I have to send it to M-Wave, and then they either find an issue, they don't find an issue, because I don't know how to reproduce it.
What if you just sell it? Get a new one.
I will not get that much for it. Nowhere has this motherboard in stock either.
Get another one.
No other motherboard fits my stuff perfectly. I know. I spent 2 months researching to find this motherboard because it has the perfect amount of SATA ports, USB ports, M.2 ports, and like the perfect balancing of everything so that it would work. I have the Asus ROG Crosshair 8 Hero 8 Wi-Fi. This is my motherboard. I don't know what to do at this point. Because all of the things are pointing to different things.
It might be separate issues. Like, it can be because of two things. It can be because of separate cables. Separate issues.
Maybe.
Like, the blue screen is why you should turn off. Because the turning off started yesterday.
But
No, yesterday. Like,
the turning off started a couple days ago, yeah.
it didn't start before that.
Motherboard cascade failure kills your RAM and generally seems a RAM issue, but it's not. Cascade failure seem like they make no sense to have no trigger, but sounds like what you're going through. That would suck. No, I had issues with my old computer which was old motherboard, old CPU. Got this motherboard, was working fine, and then I started having blue screens like 3 months after I got the motherboard and CPU. It just every time it blue screens is a different error that are all driver related and all vague as fuck. And now it's just powering off.
Yeah, but back
Nope, this is Windows. This is blue screen of death. It's the error code that blue screen has. Hardware software that was carried over PC to PC. Well, it wasn't exactly PC to PC. Like, I swapped out my motherboard, and then I upgraded my motherboard, and then I upgraded my CPU about 2 months apart. Think you could have... Nope, temperatures are fine. Temperatures are fine.
yeah, it's I feel like that's either way, you feel like you have to fix it.
I just... Like, even... That's the thing that was... I don't want to go spend a bunch of money on buying a new component if it's not the issue. That's the issue. I don't want to spend... Like, I don't want to swap out my motherboard and then it's still happening. Yeah. It's not a cheap motherboard. It's really not a cheap motherboard. It's not a cheap power supply. Would your chat care? I think they want to help. Like, if it is the motherboard, I'd send it away for warranty, but the issue is if I send it away for warranty back to M-Wave...
No, you get a new motherboard, and if they find no issues, you sell it. Can you do that?
I was looking on Umart. Power supply varies. I don't think it's the power supply. I just bought this new. It's very reputable. It's an 80 plus platinum Silverstone, like, sort of no-name brand. The LED, I don't think it's the power supply because the LEDs aren't turning off, so it's not like turning off. I looked up it, also record it when it happens so they can see what to look for. Nothing really happened. It either blue screens or it just reboots. No, all the Mobo lights turn on, like RAM, CPU, all of the lights internally stay on when it powers down, when it restarts. It's not turning off. The system, like Windows, goes back to the post screen. It's everything's running and then I'm on post screen within a second. All the lights in my computer stay on. It doesn't go doo. It's not like power cycling. It's just... This is what makes me think it's a RAM issue. But that would make no fucking sense. I have 4 sticks of RAM, yes. Yesterday, I tried with just 2 in or just 1 in, and same issues persisted. Swapping out which ones and which slots they were in. Same issues persisted. I spent 6 hours yesterday and didn't have a single blue screen for like 4 hours. Fast startup is disabled. Specifically for that reason. I know. I'm not angry at chat. I'm just angry at the situation because I want to get it fixed. So I can just have a fun meme stream with you guys. Enjoy my birthday. I'd love to not have to be dealing with this. But I literally just refreshed this one and then it died. Which makes me think it's RAM. Could the motherboard be killing the RAM?
Didn't somebody already say in chat that it's the motherboard issue?
Oh, that's Rasputin. That was like one of the first steps. Just doing like a full power reset. Am I going to the computer shop? I could. What time is it? Yeah, it's only 2:40. Mander, I appreciate it. The main thing is to do stuff. I would. Yo, Bone Spirit, how you doing? I would want to. Oh, I need to turn off my computer to do that. Let me check what they have at Umart. I don't know what to go buy. I don't know what to go to the computer store to purchase to fix this. I mean in terms of like I haven't narrowed it down yet to what exactly is causing the issue. They're just a wholesale like parts store. It's not like a computer thing. RAM slots Mobo. No. Like they're just like warehouse people. Like it's Umart, which is just like there's not actually like they don't do repairs or anything there. It's just we sell computer parts. Yeah. It's a board that's just dead. Could be a very real problem. But there's no real way to test it. I can't stream off Sarah's computer because all my files are on this computer and Memdos is on this computer and like everything is on this computer.
Water.
My water bottle's empty.
Ice water.
Oh!
Ice water. You see the water? Right in the water. There's more into beer
Discord
than
and
just putting some
every
grains and
browser
water
source
and
you guys
stuff in.
just saw disappeared.
Super watery.
They all just disappeared. Chat's gone. All of my Chromium-based windows just crashed. Like, just vanished. RAM, but Windows cannot see any issue with my RAM. Like there's Windows memory diagnostic, no issues. It did a full in-depth thing and found no issues after running for 3 hours. Multiple times. Multiple times. Moses is extremely hard to pinpoint. Yep. Error codes will be thrown out. They say one thing, but they won't be the problem. RAM slots is one thing, but if they are all failing, it sounds like cascade failure. It's getting worse over time. Generally, that's how you tell. Did you reinstall Chrome? You seem to be having a lot of issues with it, but not other programs. It's not just Chrome. It's Chromium-based things. Like, it's Chrome, but... yeah, like, it's OBS browser sources and stuff, which are all just Chromium-based instances, but they're separate installations of Chrome. This is Yowie. No, I appreciate it, memers. Hmm? Huh?
Like, I mean, they're professional.
I'm a professional. Like, there's not much more.
I'm saying, like, they might know something that you don't think usually, because, like, they fix computers.
But, like, I've gone through every troubleshooting step.
Yeah, but you might...
Like, yeah. The only thing that's gonna be is you're having the same exact issue with your last PC. Not exactly. It's a long story. It's been an ongoing... like, September last year, my computer just died. I came and sat down, moved my mouse, everything turned off and it wouldn't post. It was a power supply issue, new power supply, then the Windows installation was corrupted, but I was trying to fix it for a couple days, and then I ended up having to swap out the motherboard as well. It was the whole thing, but it just, if it's the RAM, I'm gonna be so fucking sad. Because, I mean, I guess 2 of my sticks are older. Oh, Chrome just won't launch. Okay, let's try Firefox. So Chrome just won't launch at all. How much is RAM at Umart? Right now is not a good time to buy RAM or anything really. Yeah. Oh, Umart doesn't want to launch. Web browser, are you working? Web browser? Mike's at the shops? Yeah. You need to order it. So it's not just Chrome. It's not just Chrome. Now it's working. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's see how much RAM is. Let's see how much 64 gigs of RAM is. Oh, those should be tried. Yes. Yes, I've tried all combinations. I tried all combinations. That's expensive. $629 or $499. I mean, this one's not terrible. Why is this one so much more expensive? 16. Yeah. C16. This one's optimized for Ryzen. I just don't know anymore. Like, there's no other steps I can do besides replacing hardware, and I really didn't want to replace hardware. I'm gonna try streaming with some of the RAM sticks in, because I couldn't really simulate that last night. So I'm gonna be right back a sec and take out the older RAM. Yeah, I've done SFC. I did check disk. Do you have to run SFC scan now from a specific directory, or can that go from anywhere? Just in case I fucked it up previously. Rasputin, AUD, USD. AUD, USD. That'll be a big difference. We haven't, no crash. Yeah, see what I mean? I have no idea what's causing it. Sometimes it'll happen every 5 minutes, and sometimes it won't happen for 30 minutes. There's no way for me to tell. The thing is, I can't be like, oh, we've had no crash, it should be fine, because we've been doing stuff differently. So it's not exactly an accurate test. Yeah. If we start, like, we haven't changed anything, so it will immediately crash again. Like, it will die. And I can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So here's the only thing with this. So I just ran this again. But this might be caused by the powering down and by the blue screens that we've had today. That's the only issue. Is that this might have been caused by the blue screen that we had 30 minutes ago. And there's no way to know if that's the cause or if it's not the cause, and I can't reproduce the issue because it's just happening sporadically, and that is the biggest issue. Is I could go out, spend $600, get new RAM, and it might not happen for a day just because we don't do the right specific thing to trigger it, and then it just happens, and I've wasted $400. And there's no way to know. But I can almost guarantee that the reason it hasn't occurred yet is just because we're doing something different, but it's in my usage. And I have no idea beyond that why it's not. Yeah. I don't know what I can do, because I don't know what's safe to do on my computer without it just dying. Yeah. Like, at this point, I just want to build a new computer. Like, I'm just trying to think of what I can fucking do, because I've tried everything. Everything, like, I was having issues with my old computer, so I got a whole new fucking computer. And there's new issues. I can't escape computer issues. I don't know what to do anymore. Everyone said just get a new computer. I got a fucking new computer, and it just followed me fucking everywhere. It's been 6 months of dealing with this bullshit.
Hey chat, did you know that you could subscribe with a Twitch Prime subscription?
I just want to stream. I just want to make good content for you guys, and just shit keeps fucking breaking. And every time something good happens with stream, or there's some good growth or anything, the computer just fucking turns off. And just feels like I'm wasting my fucking time. Every time something good happens, it just fucking kills the stream, or the computer turns off, or we have some tech issue and I have to be off stream for a week and a half. Trying to figure out what's causing it. Where do I go? I just want to meme with you guys, and the computer is just fucking me. One critical event in the last hour. Where do I go in here? Windows logs. Application. Do I need to hide any of this information? There's the Chrome application errors. Application name Chrome doesn't really tell me anything. Application error, that's Chrome just constantly crashing. Windows error reporting. Event name, something. There's an error. Just Chrome. Just application errors. So Firefox had the same type of error. They just event ID 1000 application errors. Application error, both of them are Chrome. Application error. Then the rest are information. There's a warning. RCP events. Kernel power. System is rebooted without cleanly shutting down first. Error could be because of a system stopped responding, crash, or lost power unexpectedly. That was at 2:21 PM. That looks like the last crash we had. System stopped responding, crashed, or lost power unexpectedly. That's what it says for all of the ones that have been happening. Yeah. I mean, we already knew that it was powering down, but what it was actually doing is not, like, it doesn't really tell us too much. Besides, we're having kernel power issues that started on the 1st of March. Kernel power 41. It says go to power and sleep settings. Sleep never, allow hybrid sleep. Hibernate after never, allow wake time as enable. USB settings. Power enable, PCIe. Link state power management setting off. Processor power management, minimum process state 100. System cooling, active. Maximum process state 100. Display. Nothing there. Apparently this could be faulty PSU, which if it's hardware, that would explain it. Out of all the things, the power supply is the cheapest, so I really hope it's that. I really fucking hope it's that. If it's just a power supply, not the worst thing to happen, but also pain in the ass to replace. Yeah. Yeah. Let's look at power supplies on Umart. Because Umart's down the road. Well, there is a Umart close by. So we could theoretically pick it up today then. If it is that. Used to test if it's bugged, then you don't gotta buy a new one. How do I get a PSU tester? Maybe.